Hi everyone, today we'll be talking about something we have all experienced before, often even without realizing it, our connection with brands. Have you ever felt like certain brands just get you, or you're not just wearing a brand, you're expressing your personality through it? This connection goes deeper than just consumer choice. It's about identity, self-expression, and even belonging. And today, I'll show you how branding plays a big role in how people see themselves and how they connect with others. This topic is really interesting because it explains a part of human behavior that's become more obvious in the age of social media. Think about it. Some people will only drink Starbucks, or when it comes to phones, some would stick exclusively to iPhones and Apple electronic devices. Others love driving certain brands of cars, for example, Mercedes-Benz, not just because it's a car, but because it symbolizes success, style, or class. So, why do we feel this way? Why do brands feel so personal? This is where the idea of brand engagement in self-concept, or BESC, comes in. It's the idea that some people don't just use a brand, they see themselves in it. When a brand becomes a part of your self-image, it's not just about buying a product, it's about expressing who you are. That's what makes this topic so relevant in today's branding and social media world.
And next, we will be moving on to what were the researchers studying. So imagine you sliding through your Instagram and you stop at a post showing a beautiful Prada bag. One is posted from the Prada official page, another is posted from the influencer, and the last one is from a regular person or normal person like you or your friend who posted a photo with the bag. So now ask yourself, which one are you more likely to click like on, or maybe comment or share? And this is exactly what the researchers in this study are trying to explore. So the researchers set out two main questions. The first one is, do people who strongly identify with brand interact more with the brand post? And that's the source of Instagram post. Example, like from the official page or from the influencer or maybe from the regular user, affect how people engage with it. Next, the researcher ran a little experiment by creating 3 fake Instagram posts showing the same luxury fashion item with the same photo and same caption, but changed who posted it. And one version is from the brand itself or the official page, and one is from the influencer, and the last one is from the regular user. Then they asked over 100 students how likely they were to like, comment, or share the post. They also measured how strongly each student connect brands with their self-image, which called BESC score. Next, for the finding, the researcher found that people who connect brands with their self-identity and also receive a high BESC score are more likely to engage with the post. But surprisingly, that those people are more likely to engage with the post from regular user, not from the brand or from an influencer.
The study showed that for some people, brand isn't just their products, but it is part of their identities. So basically, wearing or using certain things can help people express themselves. But the thing is, these people don't want to see or hear about the products from the brand itself. They prefer seeing real people using it because it's feel more connected. Like, for example, oh my god, this bag is so me, I'm gonna buy this bag. So overall, people engage more with the content, support how they see themselves, and show that they belong to a group that share the same identities.
Now let me go over some of the key limitations of this study. Firstly, the study relied on a student sample. While this is common in academic research, it can introduce bias. University students may not fully represent the general population, especially when it comes to perception of luxury brands or actual purchasing power. This could limit how broadly we can apply the findings. Secondly, the study measured participant intended engagement, such as how likely they would be to like or comment on a post rather than tracking their actual behavior. This distinction is important because what people say they would do doesn't always align with how they behave on social media in real world settings. And thirdly, the research focused on a single luxury fashion brand. Although the brand was carefully selected, using only one brand limits the generalizability of the results to other types of luxury products or industries. Based on these limitations, there are several possible directions for future research. First, a future study could focus on measuring actual user engagement, such as likes, comments, and share, to determine whether the findings around intended engagement are reflected in real user behavior. And second, researchers could expand this study to include a wider range of luxury brands from various product categories such as watches, perfumes, and cars. This would help strengthen the generalizability of the findings. And third, it would also be valuable to explore how brand engagement and self-concept influence engagement in the context of non-luxury brands. This could reveal whether similar patterns exist across different brand categories. And finally, I think it would also be valuable to dig deeper into how different types of content sources like influencer versus regular user affect different groups of people. For example, do Gen Z and millennials react the same way, or does it depend on the product types?
There's a study back in 2005 that explored this kind of concept too. So the researcher want to understand how the way we see ourselves affect brand we connect with. So they asked group of college students to think about different kind of social group they belong to. For example, athletes, hippies, fraternities, or academic crowd, something like that. Then they asked them to match brand to each of those groups. And on top of that, they also had to list the brand that they feel like the vibe didn't match with those type of group too. So what they found was people felt more drawn to brands that match with their own group identity. So if the brand is what they see themselves in, they were more likely to feel a connection with that brand. But there's more nuance to that. So if someone see themselves as more independent, more unique than just interdependent type, they are less likely to connect with brands that represent group they didn't identify with. So like if you don't want to use the brand that you feel like you are just trying to blend in, you don't want to be a poser. You are know that about those type of brands, yeah. So at the end of the day, it's not just about liking a brand or those products. It's more about like if the brand reflects how you see yourself and how you want others to see you, yeah.